Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Dom Santina alongside you here once tonight with our live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League's Monday Night Thunder 360 Sprint Cars, week number 7. This time, the fixed series at Eldora practice session underway already. They have about 6.5 minutes left to go right now. Trevor Berry, currently the quickest. He was your second place finisher last week. From our open series at Charlotte, we switch on and off. We started with a fixed series. This is an odd number week, so that's why we are on a fixed series here at Eldora, but it switches every other week. Fixed series, open series, back and forth. As I mentioned already, fixed series this week. But before we get ready, while they're finishing up their practice session, we're going to send it on down to the track for our pre-race ceremonies.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network. Getting ready for our qualifying session. Practice currently wrapping up. Trying to say, I don't think there's really anybody else left on the racetrack here for practice time, so they're probably going to advance the session and get ready to go to our quick time qualifying session. We'll see if they do that. They might be, I believe they did their driver's meeting before, so they should be getting ready to wrap this up. Warm-up session should be done. Anne Marie, hello. Good to see you once again. We got quite a few people checking in already. Brad Bowden, John Helms, a couple others. Good to see you in here. Remember, if you're listening or watching, go to your chat, send us a message, tell you who you are, where you're from, who you're rooting for, and we'll get you in on our multi-chat, give you a shout out on the broadcast. We did hit our 10,000 goal over the Christmas holiday, so we're going to have a special show on Saturday. 60 cars, 75 lap features, special giveaways for both the drivers and the fans watching. So tune in on Saturday night. Kara Stolfus will be back with us. I'll be in the booth with him. Going to have some special guest interviews as well. It's going to be a big promotional event. Pretty excited about it. Roger and I were talking about it before we went live here tonight. Are we going to get ready to go to qualifying? Yes, we will. So go be ready, put that down. I believe it's going to start at 8 Eastern. and it'll go probably for quite a little bit. I know Roger said something about they're going to post the outline of what's going to happen and what time everything should be going on. So check back to the Dirt Racing Network Facebook page for all of that information. Alec Szerzynski right now out on track. That's who we're watching go around. Michael Sheridan's currently the quickest here in qualifying. This is a super clean, quick qualifying session. Curtis Merriman just jumped to the top of the board with now Kevin Click. Things changing pretty quickly. We have probably a full server of 40 to 50 cars. You're on Curtis Merriman right now. Kevin Click jumped to the top of the board with a 14.269. As I said that, Trevor Royer, our only two-time winner here in the series, on top now at 14.264. Things changing pretty rapidly around here. Give you a wider view there. Yeah, Matthew, I was trying to change it. Not working quite right. Trying to stay with him. There's Jeremy Zarfos. I think he's just wrapping up. Looks like most of these guys are done with their qualifying session. Trevor Royer quickest, Kevin Click second, Richie Preston third, Max Stanball fourth, Eric Wilkie fifth, Skylar Brown sixth, Joshua Stanky seventh, Nathan Davis 8th, Curtis Merriman 9th, Kevin Hanley in 10th, and we're going to get set for heat race number 1, getting ready to grid out on the racetrack. Bring him out. Starting, and hold on one second because my graphics just went away from me for some reason. So we're going to have to try this real quick again. Just bear with me for a moment. There we go. They're back. So let's try this again. That might be why it wasn't showing the race cars going around there for a second. All right, starting on the grid. On the front row, starting on the pole position, the 90 of Trevor Royer to his outside for Kinsler Racing Sim Team. Wicked Cushion from Greensboro, Indiana, the 97 of Skylar Brown. Row number 2 for Brent Marks Racing Sim Team. Baps Auto Supply Wicked Cushion from Farmington, Minnesota, the 15 of Michael Sheridan to his outside, the 46 of Aiden Berlin. Row number 3 on the inside, the 88 of Garrett Boyd. To his outside, Loyola Racing, Outlaw Racing Wings from Blanchard, Oklahoma, the 28 of Chris Lloyd. And rounding out the field for Mayock, North Carolina, Penn Reels, that's the 19 of Justin Stedham. And to his outside for Beware Racing, Superior Builder from Myola, Kansas, that's the 117 of Buddy Ware. Let's hope these overlays work for the rest of the night. We'll get a little wider view here as we get ready to go. Heat racing here. This is the Edmond Trophy Company heat race number 1. Top 3 going to go directly to the A main. Top 2 to the pole dash. Trevor Royer going to lead us to the green flag. There it is, coming out of turn 4 this time. Trevor Royer on the throttle. Working against the 97 of Skylar Brown. It's Trevor Royer, Skylar Brown, Aiden Berlin, the top 3 right now as they run. Good shot here through turns 3 and 4, coming to the finish line there, working on lap 2 of 8. Skylar Brown out front now in front of Trevor Royer. Royer did pick up the Quick Time Qualifying Award in the last 3 weeks. The qualifying Quick Time Award winner has won the first heat race of the night. So we'll see if Trevor Royer can accomplish that feat. He's going to have to track down Skylar Brown, who looks like he's got a pretty good run on this thing right now. There's Berlin. He's jumped up there into the third spot. He's pulled even with these guys. Here comes Royer with a slider. Couldn't make it work. They'll follow him around the outside of turn number 1 and 2. Aiden Berlin now looking to take a chance on the inside. Sheridan in 4th. Dakota Kuhn 5th. Garrett Boyd 6th. Chris Lloyd 7th. Jerome Wiggle in 8th. Justin Stedham in 9th. And Buddy Ware in 10th. 2 laps left to go. White flag in the air this time for your race leader. That is Skylar Brown. Trying to finish this thing off here. He'll come out of turn 4 and he will pull the upset over the quick time qualifying winner. Skylar Brown will take the heat race win. That is the Edmond Trophy Company heat race win. Trevor Royer will go with him to the pole dash. Aiden Berlin directly to the A main. Sheridan, Boyd, Kuhn, Lloyd, Wiggle, and the rest will head to our LCQs coming up in just a second. We'll get heat race number 2 up here on ready to go. Starting on the front row for the Brunt Marks Sim Racing Team, Alkaline 88 from Ontario, Ohio, the 27 of Kevin Click. Into his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims, Ultimate Dirt TV, Onyx Design from Plymouth, Wisconsin, the 80 of Joshua Stanky. Row number 2 for Vanderpool Racing, Skills VR Arcade, Jax Wax from Falcon, Colorado, the 223 of Justin Stoltz. To his outside for UDSRA, Highside, Fast Line, Speedway Engines from Livingston, Montana, the 56 of David Flick. Row number 3 on the inside, the 91 of Ernie Williams. To his outside for Team Scott King Design, Scott King Design's King's Color and Chrome. Telly Like Fast Wings from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the 118 of Scott King. Row 4 on the inside, the 28 of Tristan Rogers. To his outside, the 59 of Casey Gus. And rounding it out in the back, the 024 of Tim Nichols and the 058 of Hunter Gaines. Right now, Casey Gus not making the call. Go take a look. Here is your pole sitter, the 27 machine, up close and personal. Getting ready to go. Green flag in the air. Here we go into turns 1 and 2. Kevin Click gonna hold the early race lead as they exit 2 into 3. Joshua Stanky into the 2nd spot. David Flick in the 3rd spot. Justin Stoltz in 4th. Tristan Rogers in 5th. Ernie Williams in 6th, Scott King 7th, Tim Nichols 8th, Hunter Gaines in 9th. Only 9 cars on the racetrack right now, as Casey Gus did not make the call, working on lap number 2 already. Good battle up front here between Scott King and Joshua Stanky. And we got our first caution of the night. I have to go back and see who this is. Is it Hunter Gaines, possibly? He's on pit road. Here he is running all alone. Taps the wall there right at the start-finish line. Goes into the outside wall. Slow on the racetrack, and that probably did bring out the caution. Yeah, he got into the wall more there. Yep, that'll do her. So bringing out the caution. We'll reset the order. It's Kevin Click, Joshua Stanky, David Flick, the top 3. Justin Stolz in 4th. Ernie Williams in 5th. There'll be about 4 laps left to go, and we go green flag racing once again. halfway point on the race. This is the Sign It Up Wraps, Signs, and Graphics Heat Race number 2. Camera got a little tricky there on us. Don't know what it was doing there, but getting ready to go. Gene rooting on Ernie. Anne-Marie congratulating Aiden. Couple of you in here. Matthew, I see you were joking. I think being in your own race car probably qualifies enough for social distancing. But yes, they were running pretty spaced out there during the qualifying session and practice sessions. Getting ready to go. Matt Green flag racing we go. Kevin Click with a great restart. Joshua Stanky able to hold on, but David Flick, good battle here with Justin Stolz and Ernie Williams for that final position. We're going to take an eye on it. Here they are, 3 wide contact. Who was it pushing the issue? That was David Flick. He puts a move on Ernie Williams there. And Justin Stolz to get up into that 3rd spot. Now they're battling back and forth. Ernie Williams and David Flick battling it out for that final transfer position. The top 2 have broke away. That's Click and Stanky. Coming to the white flag this time. Here comes Flick holding on. Got a gap over Ernie Williams now. White flag in the air. We're going to jump back up to your race leader, Kevin Click, trying to reel it in here at the end. Can he do it? Coming into 3 and 4. He's got it. Taking the Sign It Up Wraps, Sides, and Graphics Heat Race number 2. That will be Kevin Click. Joshua Stanky will go with them to the pole dash. David Flick will go with them to the show. Ernie Williams, Stolz, and the rest will go to our LCQs. We will get ready for heat race number 3, gridding out on the racetrack. Starting on the front row for Elbows Up Sim Sport, Jessup Logistics from West Middlesex, Pennsylvania, the 225 of Richie Preston. On his outside for Black Diamond Motorsports, UDTV 19 Design, Tim Sims from Sellersburg, Indiana, the 36 of Nathan Davis. Row number 2 on the inside for Team CDI, Wicked Cushion 19 Designs from Marysborough, Queensland, Australia, the 57 of Craig Dunn. To his outside, the 23 of Alec Szerzinski. Row number 3 on the inside for Elbows Up Sim Sport, Over the Wall Photography from Hanford, California, the 21 of Shea Palo. To his outside, the 72 of Rico Robles. Row number 3 on the inside, the 000 of John Fall. To his outside for BGI Sim Sport, Paints by Boyd of BGI from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the 09 of Kobe Cooper. And rounding out the field on the back row on the inside, the 106 of Chase Crowder and the 30 of John Helms. Getting ready to go with the Scott King Designs Heat Race number 3. Green flag getting ready to be in the air, and here we go. Little note here to start Heat Race number 3. I did some calculations. We've had 24 different Heat Race winners in 28 Heat Races coming in. We had only 4 cars that had won more than one Heat Race. Big crash in the back of the pack. It's going to take out quite a few cars. We're going to go back and take a look. John Fall, one of them. So we're going to go back and watch what happened on the restart. Right here, John Fall on the inside. Does he get a little help? Slides up the racetrack there. Oh, yet John Fall slid up the racetrack, got into a couple others, and there's 2, 3. It looks like Chase Crowder, John Helms involved. Did Rico Robles get some as well? No, Robles is still going. So looks like it was Crowder, Cooper, Helms, and Fall involved in that caution, our second caution of the night. We had 24 different winners. I'm going to look to see if Click had won yet this year. I believe that will make it 25 now in 30 heat races. Richie Preston has not won one yet this year. As Nathan Davis? Davis has, so he'd be a 2-time heat race winner. Has Szerzynski won one? Do not see Alex Szerzynski as a heat race winner yet this season. So that's pretty interesting. We opened the server about 5 weeks ago now to more than 20 cars. It's now at 40 cars. And it's really shaken this series up, turned it on its head. When you have 24 different heat race winners in 28 races, it's kind of crazy, and it tends to continue as we see here in week number 7. And when you have 2 of the top 3 guys here in heat race number 3 that have not won yet this season, that just continues the trend as well. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Richie Preston on the throttle, pulling away as he heads off into turn 1 and 2. Nathan Davis, Alex Szerzynski tucking into the 2nd and 3rd place spots. Good battle here coming. Szerzynski with a slider through 3 and 4. Crossover move by Davis. Go back into 1 and 2. Here comes Craig Dunn as well, the Australian, making his way, trying to make it to the A main. Craig Dunn, I believe, was on the podium 2 weeks ago, 3rd place spot. So trying to get back to the show. Good to see him back with us. I know when we talked to him on the podium a couple weeks ago, he said it's tough with his job there in Australia to sometimes make it here into the server. But good to see him back in it again tonight. There is your race leader, Richie Preston, pulling away now by 0.7 of a second over Nathan Davis. And then it is Alex Szerzynski holding on to that 3rd spot for the time being. White flag in the air. Szerzynski trying to get a run on Davis, but it looks like Richie Preston has checked out on the field. Here he comes through turn 4, and he's going to pick up his first heat race of the season in the 360s. He'll take the Scott King Design heat race win. Nathan Davis will go with him to the pole dash. Szerzynski to the show. Robles, Dunn, Crowder, Helms, Cooper, Paulo, and the rest headed to our LCQs. 2 more heat races left to go. They're getting ready to grid out on the racetrack. Starting on the pole is a guy that has had quite a few, or had a couple heat race wins already this season. He's one of the 4 or 5 now that have had multiple heat race wins. That is the Sandbagger Sim team, Greg Dahlman Racing, driver from Tampa, Florida, the 5 of Max Stanball, to his outside for HOH Motorsports, Schulte Motorsports from Felton, Delaware, the 71 of Curtis Merriman. Row number 2, you'll see the SSR Elite from Indianapolis, Indiana. That's the 75 of Michael Berthay. To his outside, the 245 of Carlin Cure. Row number 3 on the inside from Knoxville, Tennessee, the 107 of Davin Cardwell. First time I think he's been back in a couple weeks. He's also a multi-time heat race winner. For UDSRA from St. Louis, Missouri, Forrest I-55 Lawyer. For starting 6th is a 73 of Larry Moody. Row number 7, the 53 of Bob Ramundo, and the 323 of Colton Anderson. And rounding it out on the inside in the number 12 car for Covey Parsons, and on his outside, the 50 of Gage Stevens. That rounds out the 10-car field here in heat race number 4. This is the Wicked Cushion eSports heat race, getting ready to go green flag racing. Max Stanball in that 5 car, ready to lead us to the green flag. Can he be the first one this year to get the 3rd heat race win of the season? We'll see if he can do it. We're making our way around already. It's Stanball, Berthay, Cardwell, the top 3 as they come out. Here comes Davin Cardwell to the bottom. Davin Cardwell has found something. Saw a little contact there. Berthay and Merriman having some trouble. It's going to bring out our third caution. Let's go back and look. Change the camera view here a little bit so we can get a better look. But let's look at instant replay. Coming into 3 and 4. This time around, let's see what happens. Oh, it was up ahead. Birthday and Carlin Cure got into it. So it was Birthday and Carlin Cure that got into the accident. Either way, we'll go back to the live action and get you back up front with your race leader, Max Stamball. Timing and scoring updating at the moment, but it's Max Stamball, Davin Cardwell, Larry Moody, Colton Anderson, and Gage Stevens, your top 5. Then it's Bob Ramundo, Covey Parsons, Curtis Merriman, Michael Birthday, Carlin Cure, the top 10. It's going to be interesting here. We're going to have about 6 laps left to go. We're going to go green flag racing. 2 of the top 3 or 4 in the series so far this season. We haven't seen both of them in a couple weeks, but they're going to battle it out here for the heat race win. That's Max Stamball and Davin Cardwell. As I said, coming into the night, Trevor Royer, Max Stamball, Davin Cardwell, and Michael Meek, the 4 cars that had multi-heat race wins this season, each at 2 apiece. The front 2 have a chance at each one of them being the first to get 3 on the season. Patricia, I see you in here rooting on Aiden Berlin. Good to see you in the chat and rooting on your favorite driver here tonight. Green flag back in the air. The Wicked Cushion eSports Heat Race number 4 back underway after our first caution. Max Stamball still on the point, but we're going to watch this battle because here comes Davin Cardwell to the bottom. Can he make the slide to work through 3 and 4? Well, Stamball's going to cross him up and he'll have it at the line. 3 of 8 in the books now. It's going to be a good battle up here between these front 2. We're going to keep an eye on it as we go. We'll also watch that 3rd place position as well. It's Larry Moody now with that spot. Slider for Cardwell, new race leader at the line. Davin Cardwell leads lap number 4. It's Stamball and Cardwell battling it out. Larry Moody sitting back there watching behind. Don't count him out if they make a little contact. Gage Stevens in 4th. Bob Ramundo round out your top 5. Stamball leads lap 5. Working on, oh, my grid went away. We're going to have to fix that in a minute. We'll see if we can get it back up here. Working on lap 6 of 8. Overlays went out on me there again for a second. Coming to the white flag this time. Max Stamball has the race lead. Davin Cardwell still in 2nd. Larry Moody in 3rd. Gage Stevens 4th. Colton Anderson 5th. Bob Ramundo 6th. Ramundo up to 5th. Anderson back to 6th. Parsons in 7th. Merriman in 8th. Birthday in 9th. Cure in 10th. Coming around to claim the checkered flag here in the Wicked Cushion eSports Heat Race number 4 will be Max Stamball. We're going to fix this for a second, see if we can get things working right again. So just bear with me for a second while I try to fix this. There we go, loaded back in. Don't know why it's doing that, but might have to play around with it for a little bit. Getting ready for heat race number 5 out here on the racetrack. So Stamball takes that heat race win. We'll get ready for our final heat race of the night. We'll give you the grid right now, starting on the inside of row number 1 in the pole position for Handmade Motorsports Sim Team, Wilkie's Auto Service from Genesee, Wisconsin. That's going to be the 013 of Eric Wilkie. On the outside of row number 1 for Cadillac, and from Albany, New York, that's the 110 of Kevin Hanley. Row number 2 for Brent Marked Sim Racing Team, M&M Painting and Construction, Wicked Cushion from York, Pennsylvania. That's the 51 of Jeremy Zarfos. For Sandbagger Sim Team, Extreme Indoor Karting from Clio, Michigan, that's the 67 of Trevor Berry, starting 4th. Row number 3 for GoToSt. Croix.com from Naugatuck, Connecticut, on the inside of row number 3 in the 5th position, that's the 17 of Christopher Monroe. On the outside for BGI SimSport, BSB from Junction City, Kansas, the 1 of Jacob Schmutz will be starting 6th. Row number 4 on the inside for Team Edge. On the Edge Motorsports, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum from Salt Lake City, Utah, the 32 of Derek Layton. And to his outside in the 8th position, the 62 of Dustin Atkins. Rounding it out in the back row, starting 9th, the 7 of Craig Silby. To his outside, starting 10th, the 20 of Shane Marzoff. Ready to go with the Black Diamond Motorsports Heat Race number 5. Getting ready to go. 8 more laps, 3 more cars to the show, 2 more to the pole dash. And here we go. Wilkie and Hanley going to lead us to the green flag. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Good jump there for Eric Wilkie. Wilkie out front, leading lap number 1 of 2. Lap 1 of 8, my bad, working on lap number 2. Trevor Berry in the 2nd position, Kevin Hanley in 3rd. Working on 5 laps to go. It's Eric Wilkie, Trevor Berry, Kevin Hanley. As we're almost done with our heat races, this will be Wilkie's 2nd heat race win of the season. Last time he won was in the Open Series at Lernerville in heat race number 1 of week 2. Crossover move there by Wilkie on Trevor Berry. Berry challenging for that heat race win now. Down the backstretch they go. Trevor Berry with a good run into 3 and 4. Looking at Eric Wilkie there trying to hold on for the time being, but Berry with a good run down the front stretch there as we had the close-up view to take away the spot. Handley into the wall there on the backstretch. That'll let Zarfos and Silby get up into the 3rd and 4th spot. White flag coming in the air this time for your race leader, Trevor Berry. Jeremy Zarfos now in that final transfer position, but feeling the pressure from Craig Silby. And taking the heat race win will be the 67 of Trevor Berry. That will be the Black Diamond Motorsports heat race number 5. We'll get set for the C main. Hopefully that worked. I did see that. Kelsey and Roger had told me the same thing. My computer was having quite a bit of issues here before the heat race. And there it goes again with the overlay. So bear with us. Hopefully that fixed the graphics and the paint schemes there. So we'll see here in the C main if it worked or not. Let's go to our grid here for the D main. My bad, sorry. This is the Dirt Racing Network D main gridding out on the racetrack. Starting on the pole will be the 024 of Tim Nichols. On the outside, the 9 of Colby Cooper. Row number 2, the 245 of Carlin Cure and the 62 of Dustin Atkins. Row number 3, the 19 of Justin Stedham and the 58 of Hunter Gaines. Row number 4 will be the 21 of Shea Paulo and the 71 of Curtis Merriman. Row number 5, the 20 of Shane Marzoff and the 117 of Buddy Ware. The row 6 will be the 59 of Casey Gus and the 000 of Justin Fall. Row number 7, the 75 of Michael Berthay and the 32 of Derek Layton. And that'll round it out. 7 rows, 14 cars, top 4 going to the C main. Just looking there for a minute, trying to figure out what my thought process was. I have quite a few thoughts running through my head. Cody, checking in there. Hopefully you're talking about the paint schemes there. I think we got it fixed, everything going now. Like I said, computer's having quite the issues with the latest update that it ran, so some things not working right off the start, but we're going to run with it. Okay, Cody, see that it's still broke. I'll try to fix it as we go, see if anything works better. And we are away with the Dirt Racing Network D main. Top 4 going to the C main. Kobe Cooper, your early race leader. In that 009 machine. It's Shea Paulo, Carlin Cure, and Tim Nichols, but Justin Stedham trying to chase him down here. Oh, contact into the wall goes Carlin Cure, I believe. Yes, he's falling pretty quick. So now it's Shea Paulo, Kobe Cooper, Tim Nichols, the top 3, and they've broke away from the rest of the field. And there's a pileup going on behind them. John Fall in that mix, possibly. Let's go back and look. No, it's not John Fall involved. Birthday's involved. Let's go back and look for sure with him. Here he is in the 75 machine running there. Couple cars slow up top. I believe that was Carlin Kier that was falling back. Oh, car got turned around. 017 machine, that might be Buddy Ware. Yeah, it was. Buddy Ware got turned around, and the 75 of Birthday just had nowhere to go. They got together, and that brings out our first caution here in the D main. Yeah, this is... is what it is for tonight. Computer's not working with me, so we're just going to have to live with it for tonight. We'll try to get it figured out for Wednesday. Kobe Cooper, still your race leader. Green flag back in the air. Here comes a big run by Shea Paulo down the backstretch. We got another yellow flag on the racetrack. Curtis Merriman this time, possibly. Let's go back and look. There he is running the top side. Let's get into a little bit of trouble. Oh, car got loose in front of him. He comes down the track, and Birthday again collected in another accident. Go up here and look again at Kobe Cooper, who's getting ready to go racing. Going to try this one again here on the restart. Looks like we'll have about 5 to go when we go green flag racing. Yes, Gene. Gotta love technology. Sometimes it works with you, sometimes it works against you. In the last couple days, it has been working absolutely against me. But at least we have the stream up, and at least you all can watch the race for sure. So May not be to the highest degree, but we at least have a race on the racetrack and are able to watch these guys go around here at Eldora for week number 7. We'll make sure to get on top of it, try to figure out what's going on, and get it right for the next stream. Green flag back in the air. Kobe Cooper back on the throttle, working on 5 to go. New race leader Shea Paulo to the front. Kobe Cooper in second. Carlin Kier holding on to that final transfer or third place transfer position. Tim Nichols holding on to the final one for the time being. He's getting pressure from Dustin Atkins with 3 to go. Oh, there goes Nichols around. He got a tap from Dustin Atkins, and that's going to bring out the caution. I don't think we need to go. We'll, you know what, just for the fun of it, we'll go back and look. Here is Tim Nichols. This is when we started watching him coming down the front stretch here, and then as he goes down the back stretch, he got a little loose, and then Atkins gets into the back of him. He might have clipped Buddy Ware just a little bit. That brings out our third caution here in the heat or in the D main. So the current running order: Shea Paulo, Kobe Cooper, Carlin Kier, Dustin Atkins, the top 4. Buddy Ware in 5th, Shane Marzoff in 6th, Justin Sedum in 7th. Tim Nichols now off the racetrack. John Fall still in the server, but 2 laps down. Curtis Merriman in 10th, 3 laps down. Same with Michael Birthday in 11th. Hunter Gaines 6 laps down, along with Casey Gus and Derek Layton. Gus and Layton now go 7 laps down. They did not make the server. So there currently is 7 cars running for 4 spots. Shea Paulo is all over the pace truck right now. Don't know if he was trying to get a tow there or what he was doing, but he was pretty close to that pace truck. We go back green flag racing. It'll be 3 laps left to go. If I have it updated right, there we go. Green flag back in the air. Shea Paulo out front ahead of Kobe Cooper and Carlin Kier. Working on 2 to go this time. Carlin Kier, Dustin Atkins holding on to that 4th spot over Buddy Ware for the time being. White flag in the air for the Dirt Racing Network C-Main. Oh, Dustin Atkins just got out of the wall. Buddy Ware got the 4th spot, but can he hold on to it? Here we come into 3 and 4. Shea Paulo going to take the D-Main win. Kobe Cooper, Carlin Kier, and Buddy Ware going to advance. Dustin Atkins, Justin Stedham, Shane Marzoff, Justin Fall, Tim Nichols, Merriman, Birthday, Gaines, Gus, Layton. Their night is going to be done here in week number 7. We're going to get ready for the C main to grid out here on the racetrack. We'll give you the grid as they appear. Starting on the pole position, the 118 of Scott King to his outside, the 106 of Chase Crowder. Row 2, the 323 of Colton Anderson, and the 1 of Jacob Smuts. Row 3, on the inside, the 28 of Chris Lloyd to his outside, the 028 of Tristan Rogers. Row number 4, the 30 of John Helms to his outside, the 12 of Covey Parsons. Row number 5 on the inside, starting 9th, the 17 of Christopher Monroe, and 10th, the 120 of Jerome Weagle. And in row 6, the 21 of Shea Paulo, your D main winner, and the 009 of Kobe Cooper. Row number 7, the 245 of Carlin Kier, and the 117 of Buddy Ware. That rounds it out here in the Dirty Girl and Dirty Dicks Speedwear C main. Top 4 drivers advance to the back of the B main. Looking up close and personal here with the 106 machine of Chase Crowder. Get ready to go green flag racing. 12 laps. As I said, 4 to the back of the B main. Getting ready to go this time out of turn number 4. There we go, green flag back in the air, out front right away. Scott King jumping to the point. Contact behind him, quite a few cars all over the place. Let's see if that brings out a yellow flag or if we can stay green. Looks like everyone must have got it rolling. We're going to stay green flag racing. There's the 106. He was on the front row. That was Chase Crowder that had trouble off the start. It's currently Scott King, Colton Anderson, John Helms, Chris Lloyd. Your top 4 of those would transfer right now if it ended. But we got 10 to go. Scott King brings us around there on lap number 1. Big slider from Colton Anderson. Can't hold on to it as Scott King will drive back by him down the backstretch. In on the battle, John Helms joining as well. 3-car battle for the top 3 spots. Now King had it at the line. Helm this time slider through 2. Who's going to get it down the backstretch? Looks like Helm might be able to hold on to it. Big slider coming this time from Anderson through 3 and 4. He's going to go from first, maybe all the way back to third. Scott King able to reclaim the 2nd position, but Helm out front now. In front of Anderson and King. Let's take a look back here at the 4th position. Heavy battle for Shea Paulo, who has drove up through the field. He was the D main winner. Now he's in a transfer spot for the B main. Jacob Smuts holding on to the 5th place position now. Looks like Shea Paulo starting to pull away and catching the guys in front of him. Big run off of 2. Down the backstretch. Here he comes after Scott King, attacking the top side of this racetrack. I think Shea Paulo has found something. We're going to follow him with 5 to go. He's got a chance to not only get Colton Anderson, but maybe drive up to the front of the pack. Although John Helms has got almost a 2nd lead, and that's what Shea Paulo maybe have needed right there. Caution coming out on the racetrack. Things updating right now. Covey Parsons about halfway back. Is it Christopher Monroe having issues? Yes, it is. Let's go back and look, see what happens. Oh, big wreck. Let's go back a few more seconds, see what happened. Here he is in the 17 machine. Drives it down inside 1 and 2. Down the back stretch. Maybe next time around we'll check. Here he comes this time through 1 and 2. Oh, car got loose in front of him. He had nowhere to go. I don't think that was Buddy Ware. That looked like Chase Crowder. Yes, it was. Chase Crowder got that thing turned towards the inside wall coming out of turn 2. Makes contact with Christopher Monroe and both their Knights. Going to be done. Looks like Buddy Ware is going to be done as well. He's on pit road getting some repairs. So we'll get back up here. John Helms, who had a 2nd lead over everybody. Now I've got to tighten things up a little bit more. In that 30 machine, Colton Anderson in the 2nd position. Shea Paulo in 3rd. Scott King holding on to that final transfer position with Jacob Smuts in 5th. Carlin Kier in 6th. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. We'll get back up here with your race leader, John Helms. We said that Shea Paulo machine was pretty quick on the top side. Now he's got an even advantage. No gap between any of them. Can he work that top side to get the lead? Here he comes. Oh, he's going to have to deal with Colton Anderson there. And he got around him down the front stretch. Here he comes into the second position. 3 laps, going to 2 laps to go. Can he have enough time to get there? Big slider by Colton Anderson. Shea Paulo going to turn that 21 machine down low out of 4 to stay ahead of that 323 machine. Does he have enough time with 2 to go to track down John Helms? He's been mighty fast here in this C main. Coming to the white flag, the gap at about 0.6 of a second. Scott King, we're going to go back here and look. He's got that final transfer position. He's into the wall. Here goes Carlin Kier around. Can Scott King rebound, though? Here he comes. Big slider blocker. He got it. So John Helms will take the Dirty Girl and Dirty Dick Speedway C-Main win. Shea Paulo, Colton Anderson will advance, and Scott King will come back to get that final transfer position. Everyone else's nights are done. We're going to head to the B main, getting gridded out on the racetrack. Give you the grid as they get ready to roll off pit road here. Starting on the pole, the 15 of Michael Sheridan. On his outside, the 91 of Ernie Williams. This is, by the way, the School of Sim Racing, B main. So on the pole will be Michael Sheridan, and on the front row, Ernie Williams. Row 2 on the inside, the 72 of Rico Robles, and the 50 of Gage Stevens. Row number 3, the 7 of Craig Sobey, and the 88 of Garrett Boyd. Row number 4, the 223 of Justin Stoles, and the 57 of Craig Dunn. Row number 5, the 53 of Bob Ramundo, and the 110 of Kevin Hanley. And change the camera up here so you can follow him go around the track. Starting on the inside of row number 6, Dakota Kuhn, and on the outside, in the 12th spot, the 30 of John Helms, your C-Main winner. Row number 7 on the inside, your D-Main winner, the 21 of Shea Paulo, and the 323 of Colton Anderson. And rounding it out in the back, the 118 of Scott King, starting 15th. 15 cars, usually 5 to the show. Thank you, Gene, for rooting on Ernie Williams. He's got a great starting spot up there on the front row. We'll see if he can hold it all the way to the show. 5 would give us 20. Taking the top 3 from each heat race, that gives us 15. 5 here from the B main. And we'll get ready for our A main. We're going to have our pole dash up next. And then we will go 35, I believe, or 30 green flag laps, depending on the track. I think we did 35 last week. Maybe I was mistaken, but at least 30 green flag laps. I think we'll go 33 in total because we have those 3 pace laps. My bad, getting our 2 days mixed up, but 30 green flag laps. Green flag in the air, yellow flag in the air, just as quickly as that. Craig Dunn, possibly. He's rolling down pit road. Let's go see what happened. .057 machine rolling through 1 and 2. Got a little help there, and 3 cars go flying. The biggest one being that 57 machine of Dunn. And he'll just ease that car down pit road. That brings out our first caution of the night. So, Michael Sheridan jumped out to the race lead. Ernie Williams second, Rico Robles third, Gage Stevens fourth, and Craig Sobey in fifth. That would be your 5 transfer cars right now. Bob Ramundo, Dakota Kuhn, Kevin Hanley, Shea Paulo, John Helms, the top 10. Could Shea Paulo do it again? He drove through the C main up to a transfer spot. Could he do it and get into the transfer position here in the B main? He's only got 4 more spots to go to get there. He's got 13 more laps to get it done. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Michael Sheridan once again on the throttle. Ernie Williams stayed with him. You can see quite a few different cars working their way down to the bottom line. Now here comes Silby through the middle, trying to make it work, pushing it into 3 and 4. He gets a little sideways touch there from Ernie Williams. Silby goes around but gets it straightened back out. Ishe Paulo threading the needle there through 3 and 4. Made a little contact, but able to keep that 21 machine wound tight on the top side. Here he comes down the backstretch. A big run for the 21. John Helms in there as well. Ernie Williams getting a rearview mirror full of that 21 machine of Shea Paulo. Good racing back here, 3 wide. Michael Sheridan still out front by 0.6 of a second now. And then it's Gage Stevens at third, John Helms in that 4th spot. That's who you see on the bottom. That's Ernie Williams, Shea Paulo battling up top for the 5th and 6th spots. Ernie Williams got that final transfer spot for the time being. John Helms in 4th, Shea Paulo in 6th. Watching it unfold right here, Kevin Hanley, Bob Ramundo in there as well. Working on lap number 6 of 14. Michael Sheridan almost out by a full second now over everyone else. Things settled down here in that 4th, 5th, and 6th place battle. Let's jump back up a little bit. Let's look at Rico Robles trying to run down your race leader. He's in that 2nd spot now over Gage Stevens, running all alone. Here is your race leader, Michael Sheridan. He's running that top line like Shea Paulo had. That top line looks really fast right now at Eldora. You can see how bumpy it is down the backstretch. That top line, you get quite the run. Lap 8 now in the books, working on lap 9. Things staying the same. Oh, no, Shea Paulo. Let's take a look in on this one. Battle going on here between Handley, Ernie Williams, and Shea Paulo. Looks like Williams was able to get back by Shea Paulo. Now here comes Shea Paulo back around for the position. They're battling it out here. For this position, 3-car battle for 1 spot, I believe. Yeah, Gage Stevens has pulled away in that 4th spot in that 050 machine. Here comes Paulo with a run now. Through 3 and 4, can he hold it? He's going to try to take the 4th spot away. Can't do it with 3 to go. Ernie Williams in the 6th spot, now going to run down low on the inside. Paulo finding that top side and some room. He's up to 4th. Solidly into a transfer spot now. Now it's Gage Stevens on the brink of elimination. Can Ernie Williams make a run to get up there? 2 to go. Working through 1 and 2 this time down the backstretch. We're going to keep an eye on Gage Stevens. Sheridan has checked out by over 2.5 seconds over Rico Robles. And it's another almost full second back to John Helms in 3rd. And then it's close between Helms and Paulo. Paulo working the top side there, but here's Gage Stevens on the white flag lap. Trying to hold it on. Williams got loose. Does he have anything in 3 and 4? He drives it deep. Not going to be able to get it. I don't believe Gage Stevens is going to come across and get the final transfer position. Michael Sheridan will take the School of Sim Racing B-Main win. Rico Robles, Shea Paulo, John Helms, Gage Stevens all going to the show. The rest, Ernie Williams, Hanley, King, Selby, Anderson, Raimundo, Stoll, Kuhn, Boyne, done. Their nights are going to be done here in week number 7. How about Shea Paulo going through all of our LCQs to now get to the A-Main? We're going to have our pole dash coming out on the racetrack. We'll try to get these guys as they come out. Tell you who's going to be in it. It'll be 10 cars getting ready to go as they come out. 97 of Skylar Brown coming out. Joshua Stanky coming out. There's Stanky rolling out now. Eric Wilkie coming. Max Stambaugh coming. Here they all come out onto the racetrack. Kevin Click, Nathan Davis, Richie Preston, Davin Cardwell, John Helms, Trevor Berry, Trevor Royer. Might have been all 10 that I mentioned. See if we can get up here towards the front. Let's check out. There we go. So it looks like Stanky and Royer are going to lead us to the green flag. Then it looks like Max Stamball, and can't see who's on his out inside there. Row 3 is Kevin Click and Richie Preston, and then Nathan Davis and Skylar Brown. So that must be Eric Wilkie there on the inside of row number 2. No, Eric Wilkie and Davin Cardwell are on the back row. I missed them back there. So Richie Preston, or Joshua Stanky and Trevor Roy are going to lead us to the green flag. We'll go up here and watch as they go around who's going to lead this pole dash and start on the front row. Contact there, falling through the field. That was Trevor Berry that had some trouble. We're going to jump back up here right now with Joshua Stanky. Trevor Royer, your 2 race leaders at the time being. Here they come down the backstretch. Stanky gets that car nose high. That'll allow Trevor Royer to go around. So Stanky and Royer, the top 2. Look at it behind them, though. It is chaos behind. Nathan Davis, Skylar Brown, Richie Preston, Davin Cardwell, Trevor Berry, Max Stamball, and Stanky and Kevin Click back. Or that is not Stanky. That's Wilkie and Click back here in the back. But it is chaos behind your leaders. Davin Cardwell into the 3rd position. Royer and Stanky swapping off the lead up here. Looks like Stanky had it that time at the line. Stanky won the pole dash 2 weeks ago. Trevor Royer has not won it this year. Can he do it? Here comes Davin Cardwell. Cardwell's had a pole dash win this season. Max Stamball's lurking back there as well. He's won a couple. Trevor Royer making the move on Stanky. A little bump and run down the backstretch. Here comes Davin Cardwell. He's got that 107 machine back underway. Here he comes challenging these 2 up front, making it a 3-car battle. That going to do it? Looks like Trevor Royer will take the pole dash win. Joshua Stanky will come across in 2nd. We'll get it sorted out when we come back from our commercial break. Looks like Trevor Royer is going to be your leader to the A main. That was the Dirt Racing Network pole dash. We're going to thank a few of our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network. I think they're getting ready to wrap up the practice session and go to the A main. They were just waiting on the commercials to play there for a minute. I don't know if they're going to give them any time to turn some laps here on the racetrack or not. Here's an overhead view. No cars on the racetrack at the moment. Might be doing the final drivers meeting. No, we're going to progress right to the show. Don't know why that bottom taskbar is showing all of a sudden, but we're going to get ready to go with our or our A main. It is the Tim Dirt Track Simulators A main, ready to go on the racetrack. Give you a good view here as they get ready to line up. Starting on the pole will be the 90 of Trevor Royer, I believe. Remember, they're going to reshuffle these front 5 rows, so we're going to toggle through them real quick. We'll give them to you after they do the shuffle. It's going to be the 46 of Aiden Berlin starting 11th with the 56 of David Flick on his outside. Row number 7 on the inside will be the 23 of Alex Szerzynski and the 73 of Larry Moody. Row number 8 will be the 51 of Jeremy Zarfos and the 15 of Michael Sheridan. Row number 9, the 72 of Rico Robles and the 21 of Shea Paulo. And rounding it out, the 30 of John Helms and the 50 of Gage Stevens. Gage Stevens not making the call right now. Getting ready to go. They'll soon check these 3. Or check these front 5 rows. Green flag in the air, but we are not going to go green flag racing at the moment. Yes, Gene, this is a 2020 broadcast if there was one tonight. Things just not going right all over the place. Looks like we got the front row set. Trevor Royer, Joshua Stanky, that'll be Davin Cardwell, Trevor Berry, Skylar Brown, Max Stambaugh, Eric Wilkie, Richie Preston, Kevin Click, and Nathan Davis. Looks like we got a few rooting on Aiden tonight. Patricia wishing all the racers good luck. Yeah, it looks like the taskbar is going to stay here for this one as well. Things just continuing to click off, not working on the computer here tonight. Oh, well, thank you for all of you in the chat supporting it and just dealing with what it is. That's what we got to do in 2020, right? We're 3 days away from the new year, so hopefully this will fix itself and everything will be okay, and we can get back to a better and more prosperous 2021. Hopefully everything calms down, we can get back to the real racetrack and enjoy racing and just have almost anything would be better than 2020. So green flag getting ready to go this time by. Green flag in the air. Trevor Royer going to take us to the green flag, and he jumps out to the early race lead. Davin Cardwell jumping in there already. He is the only car so far this season to go back-to-back podium positions. We haven't seen him in a few weeks. He was on the podium in week 2 and week 3, where he won and then came second. Now he's trying to get back on the podium. Trevor Royer, the only multi-time winner this season. He's got 2 wins. And then it's Joshua Stanky, Trevor Berry, the top 3, battling with Davin Cardwell. We'll go back here and look at that 3rd and 4th place position battle. Big slider there by Davin Cardwell. Almost got ran over by Stanky. Now Trevor Berry challenging for that spot. Here comes Skylar Brown, Heat Race 1 winner. Quite a few fast cars up here in the front. Max Stambaugh coming through as well. He hasn't been here in a couple weeks. Cars all over the place. Trevor Royer out front. It seems like those that can get out front here early have been able to pull away by a good margin. Stanky and Cardwell now doing battle for the 2nd and 3rd place spots. Cardwell drives it hard out of 2. Couldn't make a move on Stanky. Skylar Brown, Max Stambaugh doing battle. Stambaugh with the slider through 4. Not able to hold the spot for the time being. Skylar Brown able to hold on to the 4th spot. Trevor Berry in 5th. Richie Preston 6th. Nathan Davis In 8th, Richard Preston 7th, Davis 8th, Paulo 9th, Berlin 10th. Shea Paulo starting in the back, starting to drive his way through. We'll see if Skylar Brown can hold on. Now he's going to look to the inside of Davin Cardwell here in 3 and 4. Slider almost put it sideways out of 4. Able to hold on to the 4 spot for the time being. But here comes pressure from my Max Standball. Little tap there in 2. Here they come down the backstretch. Skylar Brown going to lose the 4th spot. Now the 5th spot possibly to Trevor Berry. And Standball up to 4th. Berry now challenging for 5th over Brown. Richie Preston right behind him, followed by Nathan Davis. Up front, Trevor Royer not able to pull away quite yet. Josh Stanky holding in there in that 2nd spot. He's closed the gap down to 2.23 tenths of a second. Stanky is coming. He is making a run. Davin Cardwell has fallen off of these guys by a full second. He's getting pressure from Max Standball at the moment. And then it's Skylar Brown right behind him. Here comes Standball for the 3rd position. Wants to put himself up on the podium. He's got it, but can he hold it down the backstretch? Here we go. Davin Cardwell going to dive back through the bottom slider through 3 and 4. And Standball cross him over at the line. No, Cardwell's got it here on lap number 16. 15 laps in the books. Going to lap 33. 12 down. 18 to go. Standball this time completing lap 16 has the 3rd spot. Sliders back and forth between these two. Trevor Royer able to pull back out on Joshua Stanky for the time being. He is in a 6/10 of a lead over Stanky. Still over a second back to this 3rd and 4th place battle. Looks like Standball's got it now, and Davin Cardwell now going to feel the pressure from Skylar Brown. Here comes Brown up for the 4th spot. Then it's Trevor Berry behind him. Ooh, little contact there between Cardwell and Brown. Working their way around. Oh, Trevor Berry gets into the back of Davin Cardwell. Gets him loose a little bit. Berry up to the 5th spot. Cardwell back to 6th. Max Standball in that final transfer position. We're watching 4th, 5th, and 6th. 20 laps down, 13 to go. Not including our original 3 pace laps. It would be 18 down now, 12 to go. Trevor Royer, 9/10 of a second. He's starting to pull away from Joshua Stanky, and it looks like Standball might be starting to reel in Stanky a little bit. Coming to 10 to go, 11 to go. Here comes Max Standball. Looks like we might start to encounter lap traffic as well. Standball driving that top side. Can he get it done? Patricia, I'm looking at you right now. Aiden is currently in the 7th position. Working on Davin Cardwell. Let's go back and look. There he is right there. Working on Davin Cardwell. Cardwell, remember, was up there in the front. Now he's fallen through the pack a little bit. Aiden might be able to get him here in a second. We'll keep an eye on this for a few laps or a couple moments. Check out how it goes. Stanky still 6/10 of a second behind Royer. Coming this time to complete lap 26 of 33. Merlin going to make a move on Cardwell here. Down the backstretch, can he hold it for the 6th position? No, Cardwell able to run away down the bottom into 3 and 4. He might get a run here down of 4, though. Big run for Berlin out of 4. Lap 27 of 33, 7 to go. We're going to jump back up front here to Trevor Royer. I saw Trevor Berry on the bottom there. Yeah, that is him. Trying to work on Max Standball. No, maybe not. My bad. Standball. Oh, it's a lapper they got around working the bottom there. That's Kevin Click. Working on 5 to go. Top three have run away. Here's Skylar Brown in the 4th position. He's going to have to come deal with Kevin Click, the lapper. Caution on the racetrack. We had gone 25 laps before our first caution of the night. I thought we were going to go green to checkered with no stops in between. Instead, caution on the racetrack. It's going to shake things up a little bit here. Let's go see what happened. Kevin Click he's a lap down because he got lapped, but let's go see Michael Sheridan. I don't see anyone on pit road unless it's Richie Preston. Here is the 225. No, he's just on pit road there. So John Helms possibly. He's already left. Not quite sure. Must have been John Helms, but we can't go back and look at it because he's already left the server. So right now we'll give you the top 10 as they run. Trevor Royer, race leader. Joshua Stanky, 2nd. Max Stambaugh, 3rd. Skylar Brown, 4th. Trevor Berry, 5th. Aiden Berlin in 6th. Davin Cardwell, 7th. Nathan Davis, 8th. Shea Paulo, 9th. And Larry Moody in 10th. Rounding out the field, you have Sheridan in 11th. Flick in 12th. Wilkie, 13th. Stevens, 14th. Zarfos, 15th. Things are moving on me here for a minute. 16th, Robles, 17th, Helms. Szerzynski in 18th. Looks like Richie Preston might be coming back on back on track. Click in 19th and Preston in 20th. 19 cars currently running at the moment. We'll jump back up. Looks like lights are out on the pace truck. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. 4 to go to decide it. Can Trevor Royer hold them off? Can Max Stambaugh hold on to that final transfer position? Skylar Brown was challenging him. Here comes Trevor Berry now as well. Skylar Brown to the inside. Max Stambaugh has massive trouble. He's going to get up into the wall. It's going to slow things up. That's going to give the spot to Skylar Brown. Big slider coming from Aiden Berlin. Here he comes up to the 4th position. Berlin slid all the way up to 4th. Now he's going to fall back. Stambaugh, Berry getting back around him. He had a big slider there that gained him 3 spots, but now he's lost a couple. Can Stambaugh recover? Coming to the white flag. He's going to have to try to track down Skylar Brown. Trevor Berry going to drive it deep into 1 and 2. Everyone gunning for Skylar Brown. How about Trevor Royer? Can he hold off Joshua Stanky through 4? Big slider by Stanky to the line. Who's going to get it? Trevor Royer is going to pick up his 3rd race win of the season. Joshua Stanky going to come across in 2nd. Skylar Brown in 3rd. Stambaugh just going to miss out on the podium in 4th. Aiden Berlin in 5th. Davin Cardwell 6th. Larry Moody 7th. Nathan Davis 8th. Michael Sheridan 9th. And David Flick in 10th. There is your race winner right there. See if we can get a good view of everybody up here on the podium. See, can we get the other car of Josh Stanky, or did he already leave? He might have already left. Or maybe he's still coming. Let's see. Oh, there goes Skylar Brown. We'll leave it for just a minute. Try to get these guys up here in the booth. Let's see. Looking for our 3rd place finisher. Go and look and see if, there we go, we can get all 3 of them there for a minute. Trying to do multiple things for a second. Our 3rd place finisher was Skylar Brown. We'll see if he's still in here, if maybe he already jumped his way up. There he is. All right, let's get him in here to the booth. Skylar, do you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's get you turned up. All right, there we go. All right, man, got quite the break there on that final restart. What did you find there to get around Stanball to get on the podium here tonight?
I don't know. It just kind of happened. I was just kind of rolling the top, hoping something would happen in front of me, and I think I got slid by two guys there in 3 and 4, and I just dove underneath them, and it felt super good. And then I went into turn 1 and 2, and it felt really good there in the middle, but I was afraid to run that too long and lose spots, so I just stuck to the top. It's a tricky track.
You got the heat race win there early in the night. Car looked super fast, able to come back and get on the podium. How much did the track change from the heat race to the feature?
Oh man, it's not even the same track. There I was in the heat race. I think I was wide open basically. And then there in that feature, I was probably rolling 3/4 throttle all the way around the track, just trying to stay as smooth as possible. Normally, when it gets that slick, you just want to find that happy spot in the throttle and just keep it there, and then just wheel it.
All right, man. Anyone you want to thank before we send you on your way here tonight?
Yeah, all the guys at the Brent Marks Sim Racing Team, Wicked Cushion, all of our sponsors. I don't have them in front of me. I'm slacking right now, but it's been a while since I've done this and been on the podium, so I should have been more prepared. And then you guys for putting us all together and doing it. It's fun. It's fun stuff.
All right, that is your third place finisher here tonight. Skylar Brown will get your second place finisher up here in the booth in just a second. We'll get this changed around. We'll bring in Joshua Stanky into the booth with us. Josh, do you got a copy?
Yes, I do, Dom.
All right, man. Second time in 3 weeks, you found yourself up here in the podium. Looked like you might have had a shot there at the end. What did you think you might have had there for Trevor?
I mean, the majority of that race was just trying to keep my cool and get good throttle control. I mean, the setup was kind of junk, track was junk. It was just all junk, and we were just trying to manhandle it, keeping it smooth. And that's what made the throttle control so important, just because you really couldn't climb that cushion at all. Car didn't want to sit on it. It was pretty much carry the most momentum on the high side and keep her straight. On sometimes you hit a bunch of those bumps and it really upset your car. I felt pretty quick all night. It seemed like I would reel in Trevor, lose him, reel him in, lose him. And on that last restart, I kind of thought I had a line picked out. Kind of missed it. My entry in turn one on the bottom line. Otherwise, I think I could have even done a little bit better. Maybe created more room for that deep slider on that last lap. But I really set him up. I was keeping my cool on that restart to just stay on his butt, keep put the pressure on, and just wasn't able to stick it in that last turn. Trevor was really quick that whole race, and if there wasn't that last caution at the end, he probably would have beat me by almost a whole second too. He seemed like he might have been pulling away at that moment. So caution really changed that race, but I'm still happy with it.
Skylar already talked about how much the track changed throughout the night, but you could see, you mentioned it already there, Josh, about the bumps. How much does that play a factor on your car going down the backstretch back there?
Oh, it's when do you get on the throttle? That was the big question every single time. Because even just like the little bit of an angle that you entered in it can just mess you up on the exit, and then you have to change your throttle input. I mean, there's one line you just got to keep hitting to minimize the bumps, and yet still keep the momentum. But it's such a fine line, and the track was so slick on the cushion, especially in the car that we were given tonight. You really just had to be precise, and if you gave it a little too much throttle, your car was gonna get too sideways, and then you would lose almost a tenth just right there. It was really just keeping it smooth and steady.
Well, you did a good enough job to keep it up there in the second position on the podium. Is anyone you want to thank before we send you on your way?
Yeah, congrats to Trevor. Ran a hell of a race, very fast. Thanks guys at Black Diamond, Brett at UDTV, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, Drew at 19 Design, you for putting on the broadcast, Dom, Roger for putting on the league, and all the other admins. Scott King does an awesome job doing a lot of the pictures for this league, and they turn out awesome as well. So shout out to him and all the fans and family watching at home.
All right, that is your second place finisher, Joshua Stanky. Will get your race winner up here in the booth. Trevor Royer, we'll pull him up here with us. Trevor, do you got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
All right, man. Fixed that up tonight. Third win of the series. What did you find on the racetrack that made yourself so dominant tonight?
Yeah, I think it really came down to that dash invert because I don't know if I would have started a little further back, who knows what would have happened. Being in the front row of the dash, I was able to get clean air with my teammate Josh, and we were able to race each other. Both made a couple mistakes, and then the feature, I pretty much had my mind set to run the wall all race, and that's pretty much what I did.
You looked like you had pretty much checked out on the field. Looked like it was going to be a solid win for you by maybe even a couple seconds, and then the caution came out. What did you have to do when that yellow flag finally waved?
Yeah, I definitely didn't want to see that, but I knew that Josh being in second and Stambaugh in third, it wasn't going to be easy on that restart, and I just tried to get my best start I could and just get back up on the top, and I could feel Josh there, and I had a feeling that he was going to throw a slider, just didn't know when, and last corner he tried one, and I was able to just cross under, and my momentum took me back by him and ended up winning. So, go ahead.
I was just going to say, is there anyone you want to thank before we wrap it up here tonight?
Yeah, my team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Roger Wagner for putting this league on, Dirt Slingers Racing League, runs the Dirt Racing Network, you broadcasting. Can't wait to go back and watch it. Drew Neal, 19 Designs, Tim Sims, and just everybody watching. Hope it was a good race for everyone.
All right, there is your winner here tonight in week number 7. Trevor Royer taking the win. Third win on the season, only driver to win multiple races this season. We will get your final results up here on the screen. As we mentioned, Trevor Royer taking the win, leading all the laps. In fact, Joshua Stanke coming across in second, Skylar Brown third, Max Stambaugh fourth, Aiden Berlin rounding out the top 5, 6th, Davin Cardwell, 7th, Larry Moody, 8th, Nathan Davis, 9th, Michael Sheridan, and 10th, David Flick. 11th, Gage Stevens, 12th, Eric Wilkie, 13th, Shea Paulo, 14th, Rico Robles, 15th, John Helms, 16th, Alex Szerzynski, 17th, Trevor Berry, 18th, Jeremy Zarfos, 19th, Richie Preston, and rounding it out in 20th, Kevin Click. That wraps it up here for Week 7 for the Fix Series 360 Sprint Cars, for the Monday Night Thunder Series, for the Dirt Racing Network, Dirt Slingers Racing League. From Eldora, Trevor Berry, Joshua Stanke, Skylar Brown rounding out your podium. It's been a rough night from the computer side of things. Thank you all for sticking with it. Thought it was some pretty good action out there on the racetrack. Tune in on Wednesday for our Ump Mod series. I actually think we might be running big blocks this week. I'll check with Roger, but I believe that will be the case. I think we're switching on and off. Ran the Ump Mods last week, big blocks this week. And then we'll be off again for the holiday as well. And then Roger will be back. Well, we can't forget, we'll be back on Saturday night with our 10K show. So get out there, tune in Saturday night, I believe 8 Eastern. Going to have 60 cars, 75 laps for the feature, special guests to interview. KR Stolfus will be back with us. I'll be in the booth. Roger will be probably making an appearance at some point. And then we're going to have giveaways for the drivers and the fans as well. So tune in, come in, race, watch, throw a watch party, come in the chat, tell us what you're doing. We're going to have a big fest. Thank you for everybody for following the Facebook page. Continue to support us. Get us out there. Let's try to get to 15,000 now. I'm going to put the goal out there. Continue to grow it. And thank you for watching tonight. We'll see you Wednesday night. And for Roger Wagner, all of our sponsors here at the Dirt Racing Network, Tim Dirt Track Simulators, School of Sim Racing, Dirt Racing Network, Black Diamond Motorsports, Wicked Cushion eSports, Scott King Design, Sign It Up Wraps, Signs and Graphics, Edmond Trophy Company, and Super Clean, as well as anyone else I might have forgot. For Roger Wagner, I'm Dom Santina. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient. We'll see you Wednesday night. Stay safe, everyone.